welcome to Cash or Trash, the episode where I review multiple craft kits to make sure that I waste my money and you don't. Today is really exciting because we have two craft kits that were heavily requested by you grains. And interestingly enough, these kits actually are from Australia. Even though they are sold internationally, they originate as Australian ideas. So I'm really excited to see if you Australia grains have better craft kits than us here in North America, because otherwise
I will not be happy.
The two kits that we have are Jellirez and Gemex. Both of these kits are supposed to mimic resin. For those of you who don't know, resin is a liquid that when hardened turns into a glassy type plastic. Although I'm pretty sure these boxes here are not resin because resin is toxic. They're supposed to kind of be a gateway into it. Why do I want to say
gateway into hell?
Probably because it uses a lot of your money. In all seriousness, resin is really fun. You can make everything from miniature environments like the Pokemon one that I did, and I had so much fun putting it together, to really ambitious, huge projects. So I feel like if any of these kits do well, and you're really intimidated by resin, because I remember I was super intimidated, this could be a good start. But first, we will see. Let us meet our contenders. The first one at $15, we have Jellirez. The box is really cute. It just seems very glittery and pink, and it seems like it's helping us make these designs out of bezels. Our second one is Gemex at double the price. Yes, I spent $30. It costs $30. My little heart, $30. For this specific kit. And the idea in this one is that it sets from gel to gems. Again, we have this pinkish type designs on the front, but it looks like we have a seashell. My guess is that this seashell is the UV light. Even though we do have both price ranges from $15 to $30, just because we're paying more doesn't necessarily mean we get quality when it comes to craft kits. I'm looking at you, Crayola subscription box at $50 and had
absolute trash.
So it's going to be important to find out whether these kits are worth your cash or if they go
in the trash.
Oh, where did this come from? What'd you do? You know what that means? That means some of you watching have not yet subscribed. So while you're here, make sure you click on all notifications. Otherwise, I will keep waving this. Let me know in the comment section below which ones you have the most hope on. I'm going to say that I am hopeful on Gemex because it was advertised a little bit of everywhere, but I guess we'll see. Our first victim, I'm in review. Dang it. I'll take it. Jellirez one-of-a-kind jelly designs. As you can see, I'm telling you, these designs look absolutely adorable. The fact that we can insert stickers and little, it seems like gems, has me really reminiscent of the first time I tried resin. They do boast 15 minutes from mix to wear, which is really good, considering most epoxy resin takes anywhere between 8 to 12 hours for you to unmold. UV resin, a lot faster. We should be able to make 8 designs, so 8 creations. And once we turn it in the back, we can see that we are getting molds and I think markers. I can't really tell what these orange and yellow things are, and stickers and glitter. So it's basically like a starter kit. Oh, ooh. Let's take a closer looker at Let's take a closer looker. You're a looker. You grains? Look at you. Look at you. You are looker. You are beautiful people, and I love you. I love you so much. Okay? Stop it. Don't defy me. You're a looker. In the back of the box, it says quick resin look jewelry. So I was not wrong to think that this is inspired by resin. And again, many of you on Twitter were tagging me to review this. So thank you to you grains. And similarly to resin, the instructions are mix, mold, and wear. But enough chat. Let's see what we get inside. Oh, a pulley tab. Here's what we get inside. Jellirez compound A and B, including the nozzles. And according to the package, they are not edible, but they are clear. 2 mixing containers in small and large. I'm guessing this is the top for pouring. Glitters in iridescent and pink. this is one of the only times where glitter is okay in a kit. Since we're not throwing this down the drain and we are using it to make an item that you're going to wear, I think this is okay. And we're not putting it on our skin. Some molds that Why did you fall? Why? Don't fall if you don't want to scream like that, okay? Just don't fall again. So most of the molds, I saw you twitch. Stop it.
Why don't you come here and make me?
Oh wow, the attitude on this one. I don't think I appreciate the attitude. So as I was saying, there's a bit of lack of variety because we do get 2 hearts. One of them says, ugh, ugh. And then we get a star and a speech bubble. I think it would have been really cute if we had some kind of animal head or silhouette face, and then we could have decided what to make in it. But I guess 2 hearts will do for now. We also get a bunch of hairpins, necklace, ring in plastic. I know some of you might say that plastic is cheap. However, as someone with metal allergies, I think that plastic is way more inclusive than using metals. Otherwise, some people may not be able to use them. Plastic tweezers. And of course, my favorite thing, stickers.
I love stickers on my babes.
Stickers are like sticky fairies. Huh? I really need to work on my analogy. So we have cute little panda, little tidbits here, some words, alphabet, which would be really cute for the speech bubble. More alphabets. Oh, so shiny. Oh my God, I can't look. Let me look. So we get this super extra shiny sheet of sticker. Everything from stars, crowns, and hearts. Actually, that's all. Stars, crowns, and hearts. Not everything from. And more. Still so shiny. And for $15, it seems like they really are giving us most of the things that we need. I'm not quite sure where the stirring instruments are, but I guess I'll read the... Wait, where are the instructions? Oh, and instructions. Going to read the instructions and find out how they want us to do it. What are you waiting for? Let's read. Ooh, we have colored instructions. Holy carp. Now my expectations went from here to here, but I don't want my expectations to go higher. You know why? Because when expectations are here, the only place to go is down there. Oh my God. I hope this is real. I know I shouldn't get excited about colored instructions, but they excite me. Don't rain on my parade. You see this rain? This is your rain. Look at all this rain now. Why'd you make this happen? I didn't want rain, but you made it happen. There, no more rain. Stop it. Stop it. So as you can see, we have colored and detailed instructions. Kudos so far. So according to the instructions, this really does behave very much so like making resin charms. This little scoopy thing, apparently you put it right in the middle, and now you have your divider for the portions. So my attempt will be to go ahead and try to make this design, which requires our first layer to be clear, and then our second layer colored with glitter. Glitter. Why was it so hard to say this word? But in addition to doing that, I want to test and see if we can use our own color pigments to make this also colorful. So stay tuned because we will do 2 versions. So as you can see, I'm adding equal parts of solution 1 and solution 2 so that we have our divider in the middle. And they do say to mix it 10 times in one direction and 10 times in the other. Since it only takes 15 minutes for it to set, we're going to go ahead and put it immediately into this very cute mold. And let's move it around. It's unfortunate they don't give us a small piece of something in order to... Hang on, I'm looking for Q-tips. Give me a second. There. I'm not throwing that. It's unfortunate they don't give us something to move the resin thing in here. I'm very surprised that there's very few bubbles. There are bubbles, but it's not too tragic. I'm going to use this cute little panda, put it face down. And why the heck not? Let's use a couple of these little hollow ones. Why isn't this, why? There you go. Come, there you go. There you go. Put this here. And we'll add a couple of stars, but let me tell you, Grains, this little thing from here, these sheets are a real pain in the butt. And we can see that the sticker wants to lift, very resin-like. So I've added my little word, a couple of the stickers, and it's already getting really tacky, as you can see. But the behavior of the sticker is very similar to that of resin, which means that if it isn't properly in there when it's starting to set, it's going to rise. So it is giving you this resin type experience without it being resin. If you're curious what it smells like, for science, do not sniff liquids you do not know. And the answer is absolutely nothing. There's no smell coming from this whatsoever. Pretty impressed so far? So let's go ahead and wait our 15 minutes, and then we're going to do our second layer by doing the exact same measurements. I think I might go a little less than last time and add our glitter as the background. And then we're gonna wait another 15 minutes. Then we're going to unmold and see what it looks like. So here we are after basically half an hour from the first layer, and oh, it does have a squishy feel to it. So let's pull it out. Oh, that came out easily. And that is adorable. Oh my God. It's definitely still very transparent. Look, you see? And depending if the next experiment works well, it'll be very interesting to see if we can make an opaque background. Because if it had white in the back, all the other pieces will stand out better. But otherwise, this is really fun. It's also very flexible and squishy, which makes it so that you don't have to sand it, you won't get hurt by those little sharp, jaggedy edges. Still smells like absolutely nothing. So even though we did do one huge charm, we still are around 2/3 of the bottle. Oddly enough, this one is lower, even though we used the exact same thing. What? I'm not sure what that's about, but it's there. So now the experiment will be using Perlex powders. These here should make any kind of liquid opaque. And since this doesn't take any kind of light to harden, let me know if you know what compound it could be. It'll be interesting to see if we can color it with our own pigments from home. So for those of you who want to customize it a lot more, you might have the option. Nothing different from what we've been. I put part A and B, but I am making a tiny mold. And I will be using the attachment for a hair clip. Now all we have to do is wait. So here we are 20 minutes later. I went and gave my parrot Angel a snack, because when he doesn't get a snack, he sounds like this. All right, so I removed the helping part and it seems to have hardened. Oh, there we go. Maker. So as you can see, yes, the clip opens and closes. The star is firmly on there. Look at that. Still very flexible. And can we color it with our own powdered pigments? And the answer is absolutely yes. For those of you who don't have any Perlex powders, if you want to use eyeshadow, it equally works well. I honestly think that for $15, this was in Canadian, by the way, which means it's about this much in US. This kit has done nothing but impress me. For the first time in a long time, I'm feeling very positive. That's pretty good. So Jellirez, 100% worth your cash. The next highly requested kit is Gemex, magically sets from gel to gems. Why do I take a commercial voice? Only available for limited times. Actually, it's not true. I don't know if it is. This kit boasts that we can make 50 gems. The previous one at $15 only let us make 8. However, this one at double the price lets us make about 10 times more. Huh? No, hang on. What's my math? I say your math is completely off. By my calculations, it is 6.25 times more for only double the price. All right, thank you, nerdy nerd. And unlike the other one where it air dries, this one we can see that we have a seashell type UV light, and it makes the items harden in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes is so little, even the person on the box is going,
Oh my god.
Once we turn the side, we can see that there is a mold. I'm wondering if we're only getting one or many of them, but I also see cane slices and sprinkles and glitters. The back again highlights the different molds with the different types of glitter. Well, inserts. And then finally on the side, we see that it can be made into some kind of bracelet or necklace. All right, time to see what we get inside. Pretty excited. Here's what we get inside. A Gemex gem liquid bottle, which oddly enough looks exactly like my resin bottles. Hang on. Here's my resin bottle, here's the Gemex. Basically the same thing. Look at that, even the tops. Except this one is smaller. Very curious. 3 types of inserts. Colorful snowflakes, which is oddly way too seasonal. Fruit cane slices. And some sprinkles. I'm not sure what's going on with the green. It just looks like a sick yellow. Not quite the green I expected. What is this? A beige? So it's really weird. It looks like we're getting a khaki, maybe. I don't know how I feel about this color coding. Definitely Mariah Elizabeth will not approve because these are not even rainbow. I don't like you.
I don't like you either.
Similarly to the previous kits, we have different kinds of findings. We have 2 hair clips, clip-on earrings, a necklace, or is that, no, that's the bracelet, and some jump rings, which means all we do is just attach them onto the piece before attaching them onto the chain. We also get a stirring sticky spoon thing. Again, this really looks like resin. I'm guessing it might be. Once I sniff it, I'll know. Not that I sniffed resin on purpose before, but just, you know.
Stop judging me.
We also get this sticky thing, which I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but I guess we will find out. We have 2 molds with different designs. Everything from cute type animals and a little star to more fantasy type looking shapes. I do admire that there's these little nibs sticking out to make it easier for you to be able to put the jump rings. So we'll see how well that works. And last but not least, we have our seashell light. There it is. Pretty much a mirror to reflect the light and a little thing that you could put your mold into there. Why am I so awkward today? So here it is, spot on. And you just close it and the light's supposed to turn on. 4 AAAs? That's a lot of AAA batteries. You know what that means? Battery time. And so the moment of truth, it seems like the button to turn it on is right in the back. So let's go ahead and, ow. So it doesn't stay open. You have to keep it open with your hands. All right, so in case you don't want to look at light, look away for just a couple of seconds and turning it on now. Oh, or does it only open when it's closed? No, we'll be right back with you. So it's not the batteries, they are in the correct directions. The negatives and positives are definitely facing the right side. And let's try again. What's going on? All right, let's go ahead and check the instructions. I didn't think I would need the instructions for, I didn't think I would need the instructions for putting batteries in, but let's find out. So according to the instructions, I did everything right. So for those of you who want to say,
Janky, the batteries were probably not everything new or fresh or anything.
stop it. I bought these batteries specifically today for this kit. I don't know how much clearer I can get. Oh, that's slightly rhymed. I like that. But everything I'm trying is not getting the lights to work. And this is the majority of the kit price. One of the things I didn't like in this instruction sheet is that they call this light magic light instead of UV lamp, which just goes to show that they're probably just trying to sell their product as something magic or patented, when in fact it most likely is UV light and you can buy it much cheaper at the dollar store. So I'm already getting very angry at this kit. At $30, I told you, Grains, price when it comes to craft kits and art supplies doesn't always mean quality. We're going to go ahead and use my own UV light because I'm convinced this is resin, which means my next step is to sniff it. Do not do this at home. Don't do it. I'm telling you, everything from the packaging to the way this is sealed screams resin. And if that's the case, this is not okay because it says that the age is 5 and up. I would not give this to a 5-year-old. And here's the verdict. Oh, this is resin. 100% this is UV resin. Don't sniff resin, by the way. That was gross. So because this does say 5 and up, I will completely disagree. 100% resin is toxic. It should never be used without a well-ventilated or big spaced area or without a mask. Because when it hardens, it does release fumes. And I know in theory it's supposed to be used with this. Why do you hate me? And the fumes are technically supposed to stay on the inside, however, this is not working. And it seems like in their other kits that they do sell, they have a UV torch like this one. So the fumes are still going out there. So if you're going to be using something like this, make sure that you are in a well-ventilated area, but don't do this in a small space, not even if it's a young person who might be so close to it while making it that they're actually inhaling the toxin. They're way too close. From here, which is a good 2 feet of a distance, this much in centimeters, I'm usually not that close, and my room is pretty big. And not to mention when I'm using resin in bigger quantities, I am wearing masks. So to prove that this is UV resin, let's go ahead and make one with my UV light. So let's go ahead and make our rainbow while using our weird colored sprinkles. Unfortunately, they don't give us anything in order to actually color the piece, so we don't get finer pieces like glitter. And let's just push it towards the edges before putting our sprinkle chan. And in ya go. Voila. That should be enough for now. And I'm going to go ahead and put one last layer of resin right on top. My biggest worry about this mold is that it's not fully transparent. It is slightly colored, which makes it that the UV light might have a harder time penetrating. Going through. Okay, don't look at me for having a vocabulary like that. So time to shine our UV light. I will keep it on there for about 1 minute on each side, top and bottom. So here it is, and I have to tell you, it does produce heat in exactly the same way that resin does. So usually UV resin, when it hardens, it does get a little hot. Let's unmold. Yup. This is resin. Even though it is really cute, at this point it becomes an expensive kit that doesn't offer anything to beginners who are not used to resin and want to get used to it. For a 25-gram bottle, exactly the same as this one, it is approximately $8. This didn't work, and you can buy this for about $2. You can easily go on Sophie and Toffee, and by the way, this is not an ad, and easily get yourselves a couple of the molds, actual real resin, and way cuter inserts for much cheaper. Or even if it is at the same price, you know you're not just paying for this. Load of garbage. So even though I had pretty good expectation because Jellirez really set the bar, at least this time, Gemex really fell short as a kit that they recommend for 5 and up. It could work if you were much older, only if you know the safety measures that you have to take. But again, for this kit, you're mostly paying for the light that didn't even work. I'm so angry! Oh my god! So because this is absolutely deceptive, calling it magic gel and magic lights instead of the actual word that they are, the words, plural. For me, at $30, this kit would go
In the trash.
If you want to see the previous cash or trash, make sure you check up here. And if you want to see me do my nails, make sure you check down here. I love weird nail art, and sometimes I take it just a little overboard. Until then, I will see you grains in the next video.